We made it 13 seconds. We made it 13 seconds. And he was already lying from the word go. Because again, now he's 3 for 3. Somebody keep track for me. He's 3 for 3. Y'all, listen to this right here. I got to give him a big screen. You got to get a big screen on this, Umar, because this is so stupid.
In fact, the original crime of America is to be black.
The original crime.
The original crime. The original
The
sin,
first crime.
The first crime was to be black.
Omar Johnson has got to be the most ridiculous, insane person that ever gets seated on a podcast. It's crazy work. I just want to know how much he gets paid to do. I'm going to bring this in, y'all. Y'all are not ready for this one. I mean, literally I'm going to go with the first 10 seconds of this clip. You're going to be like, wait, what did I just hear? I promise you. So let's bring this in. Shout out to the best live chat on the internet. Y'all know how we do this. If you don't mind, please, green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
Never forgave Carmelo Anthony for what happened to his son. Daddy Metcalf never forgave Carmelo Anthony for what happened to his son. But let that have been a black mother or a black father. They would have forgave him the minute they got the phone call.
I do want to start somewhere.
We made it 13 seconds. We made it 13 seconds. And he was already lying from the word go. He said that Jeff Metcalf did not forgive Carmelo Anthony. He said that. And he's going to say it later on, too, so you can make sure you get it in running context. But I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? That was the big scandal of him forgiving him literally like 2 days after the fact. And then going to the public press conference to pray with the family. That was a whole scandal. Anyway, he's going to say some more wild stuff. So we might need to keep track of how many things he says that are wrong. So we already got one, but it's going to get worse. Let's go.
Though that is pressing on Black America. There's a lot of people speaking about it. I want to start with the Carmelo Anthony case.
Yes, sir.
To me, it feels bigger than a courtroom. There's a young black man that's convicted and there's a white young man that's dead. The family is grieving. The internet is divided and black parents are looking at this, wondering, how do we protect our sons? Did you have a chance to look at the case, and what do you feel about, we'll get to the sentencing. Let's deal with the verdict first. What do you feel about the verdict?
What did you say before that? We'll get to the
sentencing.
The sentencing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, I want to say this. Caucasian nation, the good white folks of America, are so.
So I need you real quick. Umar Johnson is speaking to all our less melanated brothers and sisters. If you are one that has not been blessed with a high melanin count, please pay attention, because I need you to explain what he's about to say. I need you to explain. So I need you to explain. Please prepare yourself for what he's about to say. And we're keeping a running total. At the current moment, he is 1 for 1 as it relates to wrong answers. Watch this one.
First of all, I want to say this. Caucasian nation, the good white folks of America, are so disingenuous. And the reason I say Caucasian nation is so disingenuous, Loon, is because when black people receive an unfair trial, we are supposed to respect the verdict. But when white people feel that they haven't received a fair trial, they don't have to respect the verdict.
All right. So I would love to know, do y'all do this? Do the less melanated people, the Caucasian nation, do y'all, if you feel like a verdict did not go in you don't have to respect it? If a verdict didn't go in your favor, you don't have to respect it. And what does that mean? Like, what are y'all doing? I'd love to know what do y'all do to show protest about this. What are y'all doing? Like, I want to know. Don't be holding it back. I want to know what y'all are doing. This man is crazy. Please explain to us what is unfair about. I don't know. I have no idea. I thought the trial was right on the money fair. He's a complete fraud. No, there's no argument there for me at all. Caucasian nation? I mean, right. Well, shout out. What are y'all doing? Like when y'all feel that the trial is unfair, what do y'all do? Y'all not out here rioting? Well, what are you doing? Just deal with it. That's what most normal, sane people do. And I'll give you a little hint too. Most black people just deal with it. We're just like, okay. But it's gonna get better. I'm telling you, he's what is this? He's 2 for 2? 2 answers and 2 wrong answers. Let's keep it going.
The other thing that makes Caucasian nation so disingenuous, Loon,
Y'all disingenuous.
is they always like to treat every black case in its own special vacuum. In other words, when
This is something, and shout out to Johnny Walker Dread. I'm gonna have to pull up his clip. He did a fantastic video about this. You cannot, and we've heard it all during the Carmelo Anthony trial. What about XYZ person, Kyle Rittenhouse, George Zimmerman, this person, that person, this person? We keep hearing those cases, and they're not the same. They're not the same case. And so what Umar Johnson is saying here, when somebody looks at the Carmelo Anthony case in its totality, only the Carmelo Anthony case, that's what white people do. Apparently, other people groups, we got to lump every case that's ever happened in the history of man in order to adjudicate what happened with Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to back that up so you can understand what he's saying. Because, again, now he's 3 for 3. Somebody keep track for me. He's 3 for 3.
like to treat every black case in its own special vacuum. In other words, when we talk about Carmelo Anthony, we can't talk about the man who took Trayvon Martin's life.
Different case.
George Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman. You can't put it in context.
Can't mix it.
We can't talk about Rick Child, who took Cyrus Carmack Belton's life. We can't talk about Kyle Rittenhouse getting off, Rick Child getting off. Daniel Penny choked a man out in a New York subway and got off on standing his ground, and the man never touched him. The reason white society, Caucasian nation, doesn't like black people to discuss our legal lynchings in context, because if you put it in context, Loon, you cannot come to any other decision that there are two standards of justice in this country. One black.
Okay, so please keep track. Tina, you might be the student of the day to keep track because I can't keep track. I think we're on 4 for 4. I'm trying to find him actually saying something I agree with. Maybe that's what I need to find. It's going to be a longer video to find. It's actually going to be a shorter video, finding something that we actually agree on. This guy is so wrong. It's actually pitiful. Like I pity him that you can't look at the Carmelo Anthony case and see that a black man killed another human being, an image bearer of Christ. He killed another person and just say that that's wrong. You got to bring in all these other stories, which, by the way, do not relate, which, by the way, have no correlation at all. But you want to bring those in to muddy the water. This is like some epic game of whataboutism. That's what he wants to do. He wants to bring a bunch of whataboutism in rather than just deal with the fact that this is what happened. The facts and the evidence in front of us prove, or rather sustain the idea that Carmelo Anthony is guilty. Hence why he is no longer running free amongst us. And he's a resident of the Gray Bar Hotel. And that's it. There's no injustice. There's none of that stuff. It's just the fact that the man killed somebody and he went to jail for it. We could just put this on a piece of paper and say a boy killed another boy. He had no reason to kill him. He got to go to jail. It's really that simple. Like 8 sentences tops.
One white, and it's been that way for 407 years. Now, with that being said, we have to understand that to be black in America is a crime in and of itself. In fact, the original crime of America is to be black.
This right here, I got to back this up, y'all. I don't think it was a juror. I don't think it was a juror in this case, but I know what you're talking about, Bones, but I don't think it was in this case. But I did hear somebody say that. Y'all, listen to this right here. I got to give him a big screen. You got to get a big screen on this, Umar, because this is so stupid.
In fact, the original crime of America is to be black.
The original crime.
The original crime. The original sin,
first crime.
The first crime was to be black. Because remember, Loon, we were never supposed to be citizens. We were never supposed to be free. We were never supposed to be here after slavery ended. So every time a white person sees you, your existence itself is a crime against white humanity. Now,
I never want to be this miserable in my life that I can look at somebody else and craft an entire narrative about them just because of their skin color. That's some crazy work. I don't ever want to do that unless, of course, I'm like a fiction book writer or something and I'm getting paid. Otherwise, Omar Johnson has got to be the most ridiculous, insane person that ever gets seated on a podcast. It's crazy work. I just want to know how much he gets paid to do this. I just want to know. It's got to be a thing. It's got to be a thing. I want to know how much this guy pays him. Yeah, I don't know. He might as well say 5 quadrillion years. I don't know where these numbers are coming from. And the bad thing is, we haven't reached the high watermark of insanity yet. He's still got more insanity. We're still building up to Insaneville.
With the Carmelo Anthony situation, we also see clearly that black people have no legal right to stand your ground, even in a state where standing your ground is legal.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm going to back up so y'all can remember that. You don't get to stand your ground if I'm a burglar and I break into your home and I delete the homeowner and I say, well, I was standing my ground, or I'm standing in your front yard and you're like, Jason, get out of my front yard. No, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stand here in your front yard. And then you come at me to push me and I stab you and I say, well, I was standing my ground. No, sir, this is not your ground. You did not. This is some insane foolishness. But wait, he actually said something stupider.
Even in a state where standing your ground is legal.
That's crazy to me. And so for me, that affects my understanding, because I'm having trouble comprehending how, okay, I'm sitting down, he's standing up. Before we get into the details of the case, though, do you think he got a fair trial, Carmelo Anthony?
He could not get a fair trial.
It was impossible.
It was impossible. He's in Collin County, Texas. Black people are 10%. If that, how is he going to get a fair trial? Loon, if the trial was going to even attempt to be fair, why would there be no black jurors?
Why would it need to be a black juror? Why is it not fair that there wasn't a black juror on the jury? Tell me why it wasn't fair, though. This is the thing I think we have to push back on. Push back on the narrative. What is unfair about having a non-black jury? What is the unfairness, if you could? Like, break it to me. What is unfair? And don't let them trick you into giving answers. Like, literally say, like, what's unfair about it? Would a black juror see the knife, see the video, see that there was no defensive wounds? Would they come to a different conclusion? Why? Why would they come to a different conclusion? There's a content creator, After Prison Podcast. He ordered the actual knife that they say Carmelo Anthony had. It's a mean little thing. It's mean. You're like, well, why did he have that at the school? Like, what was the purpose of having this at the school? It was not a Boy Scout knife either, by the way. Matter of fact, I'll play it afterwards. But he did a quick short showing the weapon, showing it. It's a mean little piece. I mean, it would definitely get you out of the woods. I'll tell you that much. But my point is, so a black juror would see that and they would come back with not guilty? Explain that to me. Like, how do you come to that conclusion?
For the trial the Constitution says you're supposed to be tried by a jury of who? Your peers. They had a jury of all whites. Every man was Caucasian.
So a jury of your peers means you have to have people of your ethnic expression on the jury, or it's not a fair jury. or fair trial, please forgive me. I've never heard this before in my life. I've never heard this before in my life. I mean, I am pretty sure I don't know every jury that's ever been seated. Oh, wait till you hear what he says about grand juries. But I don't know the composition of every jury that's ever been juried. But I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to go on a limb and say, this is not the first time you've had for lack of a better term, mono-ethnic jury. And actually, it really isn't a mono-ethnic jury because there were Hispanics and Arabs in there as well. So no, but you got my point. A defendant who's not represented by the jury. I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's probably not the first time this happened. Probably not the second time. Probably the first time today, but maybe not yesterday. This is dumb, but wait, it's going to get stupider.
3 Asians, 1 Arab.
Okay, there we go.
Now, I want to say this to Black America Loon.
Wait till you hear, I'm sorry, I know I keep stopping. Wait till you hear how he justifies saying it's an all-white jury, even though he just said there were 3 Asians and an Arab. Wait until you hear this. This is some lyrical gymnastics that he's going to get a gold medal here. He's going to get a gold medal. He's going to win the FIFA World Cup for this. This is some gold medal shenanigans, and it's coming now.
Multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction. Multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction. And the reason I say multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction is because if non-white people of color gave a damn about us, Carmelo wouldn't be in jail. Asians don't care about you. Arabs don't care about you. Latinos don't care about you. If they did, Loon, why is there no difference in the outcomes when they are asked to weigh in on the guilt or innocence of African people? All non-blacks in America are white as far as consciousness and opinion goes.
But I think it's all.
So it's not the facts. It's not the truth of the truth claims of the prosecutor. It's not the defense of the defense. It's not the facts and the evidence that's being shared. It is the skin color, the ethnic expression of the person that determines whether they're guilty or not. I just want to make sure we heard that right. Yo, I don't know why this dude keep bringing him on his channel, man.
Always been a one-way street. I think black people has been so given with their love and understanding and their invites, and we receive very little in return for that.
And why do we still give it?
I don't know. We think it's a part of the barter system. I'm gonna tell you
why we still give it. Because we don't give it to each other.
That's a fact.
If black love and compassion and forgiveness is universal, why we don't have none for each other?
Right.
It ain't universal, Loon. Compassion and love for your non-black enemies is not a function of your spirituality. It's a function of your lack of self-respect. The reason we forgive white people as soon as they unalive us is because we deeply desire validation and acceptance by white folks. If you notice, Daddy Metcalf never forgave Carmelo Anthony for what happened to his son. But let that have been a black mother or a black father. They would have forgave him the minute they got the phone call. We don't teach people to respect black life because we forgive them as soon as they take black life. You ain't never seen no white person forgive no black person.
I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like we might actually have to watch something like Intelligent after this. Like, I almost think we might, because I got another segment and I'm starting to think I don't want to watch it because I feel like I might be actually insulting your intelligence. I mean, don't say that, hey, pirate, because highway pirate, we all know that Jeff Metcalf forgave him publicly 2 days afterwards and then came to the public press conference to pray with the family. We know that, but that's why I'm saying Umar Johnson just be talking. That's what I'm saying. He just be talking. He just be yapping. He just be yapping. He just be talking. We might have to watch like a lecture or something after this because I really don't want the intelligence level of this podcast and the best live chat on the internet to go down. We might look because I feel like I might be insulting y'all intelligence, y'all. We got like 3 minutes left. Yeah, please forgive me. Please Just write, I forgive me. I forgive you, Jason, in the chat. Let's go.
Even in a justifiable homicide, which is what Karmelo's situation was, they ain't never forgiven. Only black people do that. It has nothing to do with Jesus, Muhammad, or spirituality. It's about your need for white validation.
Do you think that the 35 years felt like justice, though? What
it should have never came to that, first of all. It should have never came to that, first of all.
So wait till you hear what he says about the grand jury. Here's the grand jury comment. I had to shut this down. I just couldn't. I honestly can't. Okay, let's go. You're not ready for this.
You think he should have got off innocent of the charges that was brought on Karmelo Anthony?
Let's go back, because you're putting the cart before the horse. Let's go back to the indictment from the grand jury. The grand jury decided Karmelo would be charged with murder. Who's on the grand jury, Loon? You don't know. It's a secret. I want you to see how white supremacy operates behind the scenes. You can't challenge the grand jury, Loon, because you don't even know who they are.
Right.
So the people who decided this 17-year-old would be charged with murder are complete secrets. And you and I both know they all white. Are you with me? So first, deal with the grand jury. Him being charged with murder.
Yo, this is like one of my phrases when I was a teacher was, you can be wrong, just don't be loud and wrong. Okay? Don't be loud and wrong. Now, you can be loud and right all day long. You can be right and quiet, but never be loud and wrong. You can be loud and right, or you can be quiet and right, but don't ever be loud and wrong. Umar Johnson never got that memo. He never got that memo. This man is loud and wrong, and I hate to say it, that host never calls him out. He says some of the most ridiculous things. I don't even know what number we're on. I quit counting. I was at 5, but I mean, I don't think he said anything that was right. Really, I don't think he said anything that was right here at all. And he just keeps doing it, man. It's like a sport. Let's go.
Was a crime in and of itself.
So what do you say about the event?
Let me give you one more. You're moving too fast. Hold on. In Texas, if you're 17, you're automatically tried as an adult. Grand jury had no control over that. Are you with me?
Yes.
He was 17. He's automatically tried as an adult, but he doesn't automatically have to be indicted with murder. That could have been aggravated, right? Manslaughter.
Right.
There's a whole list of crimes they could have went with.
So you're saying he should?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's clearly speaking from a different standpoint, because Texas law is not like that. You don't just give a manslaughter because you want to. It has to be a manslaughter charge, and there's no reason to see that it was just a mistake. Somebody explained it to me that if it were an accident, because he was doing something silly and goofy and accidentally pushed Austin Metcalf off and he fell down the stairs and broke his neck, that would be manslaughter, maybe like unintentional, but there would be some kind of charge of that nature. Murder is that you did something with the intent of hurting. You can't tell me that you thought that by putting a sharp piece of metal, let me get that video ready too, a sharp piece of metal into somebody that was going to tickle them. You can't say that. You can't say, oh, I was just joking. I took this and I stuck somebody with it. I was just kidding. Like, nobody believes that. So that being the case, that's why it was murder. Not because his age, and definitely not because of his ethnic expression. It's because he killed somebody. My dude, that's the problem. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.